Caros espectadores, bem-vindos a este jogo.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit, a player whose impact on the game remains so profound, so relevant today.
Yeah, you could almost say he was the very first all-action, all-athletic number 10. All those marauding runs from deep, going box to box, these weren't the sort of things expected from a playmaker back in his day.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Great vision. He is through here. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Ayman clearly held on to it far too long there.
Aguero! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Aguero is offering a right smile there.
Vieira. Now it's Cruyff. He's got away. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Takes a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Royce. And here's Aguero. Knocks it into space. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Where it came from, and that is expertly dealt with. Well, that pass isn't the best. No, that's been intercepted. And this is Van Basten. Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's running through. He is just caressing the ball. Stood up well to him there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bale absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Serginho. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Swings in across. And that's the keeper's ball. Tries to play it through. Aims beyond the defence. He's in. It's Van Basten! Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Manchester United certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Modric. That's a shade optimistic. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Shot, surely! Baggio gets flagged offside. Now, can they get him away? Now, that's well seen too. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. No, he refuses to take the bait. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Manchester United go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're underway for the second half.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He has found the way through. He's rising! That was superb goalkeeping.
Drogba actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He won't be happy with that one, looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Aguero. Oh, it's Van Basten. Royce. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Modric. Oh, cracking ball. Chance for a shot! Aguero! He just does goals! He's got himself an absolute peach. Manchester United are back on level terms. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Kimmich did just about enough to come out on top there. Van Basten! Goal! Benfica! And again they hit the front. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He's found a way through. And the shot! And that's a good finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Roberto Baggio really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Benfica go up by 2 and are looking good.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Dembele gets into a good position. Can he get on the end of this? Ayman being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now it's Modric. Hangs, impressive jump! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Número 42. Abandona o relvado e vai entrar com o número 8.
So we have movement on both benches. Now it's Bebeto. He's found a way through. Bebeto! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Ito gets it away. And now the breakaway. Nesta stands tall and stands strong. Kimmich looking to play him in. Shot could be on. Now he's got space here. And this is Bebeto. He's picked his way through. Diving header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Substituição para o Manchester United. Número 22.
So a bit of a revolving door here.
Modric.
Lots and lots of changes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Can he get it through? Eto'o. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And Shevchenko! He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's had it nicked away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Azar. That's a good foray he's making. Pinches it off him. Gullit wins the duel this time. Real chance! And it's in! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Benfica are having a ball here. They get a throw in. Rijkaard. Eto'o is sharing after that one. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Ruben Neves stood his ground strongly. And that will be it. Manchester United have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And that gets things running. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's been shifted off it. Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. Takes a shot! It's in!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Madrid with the corner, they're first. Rice goes short. And there's a chance! It's hit the crossbar. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Modric. He's got away. He's having a shot! He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Rafinha in acres of space out wide. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That ball looks a good one. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Messi, good strong midfield running here, and he's managed to get free. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And the shot! Modric with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. He's picked his way through. And that's a tidy finish. Into the lead once more. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
23 minutes in.
Madrid have their lead. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Stood up well to him there. Rafinha. He has found the way through. Rafinha getting forward. Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Neymar. Aguero aimed beyond the defence. Spread neatly. Well timed, excellent interception. Pinches it off him. Oh, he's bustling through here. Musiala. Now it's Rafinha. Great vision. That's a nicely shaped ball. Manchester United are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Always onto this. Space for him to turn and look. And he whips. He's rising! And that's in! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So again, we have parity.
Well, this is to be expected.
Real chance! And no mistake! And they're back in front! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Can he get on the end of this? And this is Messi. He's found the... And Messi! Oh, good finish! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Quite a game, this. All square again. Goes for a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. This possibly the last play of the half. They've played it short. Oh, well played, well played. Serginho making good progress. Lovely ball and there's the shot! It's in! And they get themselves in front! So smooth. And that is indeed the final act. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible.
And a chance! And a neat finish! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Now it's Mbappe, and he's running through. There's a no-nonsense tackle, and he's quick to get rid. Now it's Modric. Yamal, a dangerous raider down the right-hand side. Not a hint of offside here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he was quick to react. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Yeah, it all looks so promising until unexpected.
Can he finish? In he goes again. It's bounced back off the post, and he's stuck it away. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Manchester United cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Rafinha is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. Ball comes in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's intervened well there. Oh, easy pickings there. Van Dijk. Pacho. And that is out of play. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Number 19, Takehisa Kubo.
Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Manchester United will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Memphis Depay.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Shot could be on. Cleared away. And claimed it back swiftly.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That is a brilliant interception.
Madrid clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And he's there to get it away. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hazard! It's loose, and there's a... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester United have their second corner now.
To replace him is number 9.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Madrid are looking to go forward now. No, that's been intercepted. Manchester United now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
And the finish! It's a goal! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Madrid go up by 2 and are looking good.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And it's ended up in no man's land. Now it's Kubo, Drogba, now it's Drogba. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Full added minutes have been
Rodri
indicated.
makes a move down the right. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And the counter is on. And it's Lopez. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and the referee brings it to a close. Manchester United perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam.